So last year, we announced that we were changing our name to the Oklahoma Faith Network. And we can honestly say, after living in that for a year, it's been an excellent change. It's allowed us to connect with more people across all kinds of sectors, people who are willing and ready to do work with a faith organization around issues of faith values and morality that pop up more and more here in the state of Oklahoma. So we've really developed relationships with people we might not have otherwise had access to. So in addition to changing our name this last year, we moved. We moved into a new office space, which is exciting. However, in that process, we had to leave the old office space, and we had been there for so many years, so there was a lot to go through. But a joyful piece of that was being able to go through historical archives of what this organization was like in the 1970s, what it grew into in the 80s, what it became in the 90s. You know, these experiences of what this organization has evolved through over the decades. And that was really motivating and encouraging and really put a lot of energy into the work that we're doing and kept the gas in the tank for us to keep on keeping on, because we've been here doing this work for so long and we're going to continue to do that. As we move into the next 50 years as the Oklahoma Faith Network, here's some of the things we've been up to in the last year and things we intend to continue and expand upon. A big area of work we have been in for a couple of years now is our opioid and stimulant prevention work. And we do this with local faith organizations and communities in an effort to combat addiction.
I taught alcohol and drug substance abuse courses for 19 and a half years. We've had success stories through our ministry when we were having them at the very beginning. And in 1996, I became involved in the substance abuse ministry at St. John. We were able to hold a couple of conferences which helped tremendously. And in fact, in just this past February, we had a substance abuse and opioid stimulus abuse conference at St. John with various speakers, the attendees, if they needed continuing education units, they were able to get them there.
We know it's been a large issue nationwide for a long time, and we're here to help faith communities engage in that work. It's not necessarily a natural jump for a faith community to do opioid stimulant prevention work, but we're trying to educate communities so that they are on the front lines of identifying what could be happening in local areas. And so we want to ensure that leaders are prepared and educated and empowered to help in prevention measures.
It has been a joy being associated with the Oklahoma Faith Network. It's really been a very supportive relationship because we're all after the same thing, which is supporting the community and helping people individually and collectively.
OFN is very invested in the spiritual well-being of our communities. It's central to our mission and ministry, and one of the ways we want to be present is having the challenging conversations that often go alongside of being well and spiritually well. And so another way we're engaging in this work is by talking about suicide prevention. Suicide is something that touches many families globally, and we know that it's on the rise, and we know that faith communities are at the center of a lot of things that are happening with families across the state.
Hi, my name is Bria King-Mora, and I'm part of OFN staff. I've been here for a little over a year and transitioning now to our brand new program, Suicide Prevention. So we're super excited to engage with you, with these faith communities, and this huge crisis we have in Oklahoma. The first step we have with this program is sending out a needs and readiness survey. So after this survey, we're then going to want to partner with different faith communities and put on suicide prevention awareness programs to help get all on the same page as the Oklahoma City community and faith communities, and learn from each other, grow in prevention and awareness of this issue, and from there continuing education and partnership and helping end the epidemic of suicide.
The on-the-ground work of the Oklahoma Faith Network is really the heartbeat of what we're doing. It's the true work, the work of empowering everyone locally to do this work. It spreads and it changes lives and it changes culture, and it really puts families and communities on different trajectories. And that's what we're here to do. That's what we're about. And getting to see that happen is everything to Oklahoma Faith Network.
Strengthening Families is an evidence-based program that's been practiced since the 1980s. Oklahoma Faith Network has partnered with the Oklahoma Department of Mental Health and Substance Abuse Services since 2021. Our goal is to implement the program in local communities. The program provides families with communication skills and conflict resolution tools to build a more resilient family dynamic. Strengthening Families is proven to reduce substance abuse, teen pregnancy, and child maltreatment. This program has served more than 120 families in local communities and has recently expanded to Tulsa County.
I think the communication and showing us how we can work the program and bring it home. I have older kids, so looking back at the milestones in the program where it tells you, oh, at this age they should do this age they should do that, and seeing like, oh, I missed that. Maybe that's why this happens now. And now that they're older, I'm like, okay, we need to regroup. And we have family meetings, we talk about our feelings, and that in the program really incorporated it. We can discuss anything. My daughter's shy. Sage really doesn't open up to a lot of people, and now she expresses her feelings more. I know my kids have met new friends. I have gotten with some of the other moms, and we're like the old saying, a village. We've gotten to like we're going to go to soccer games to root one of the other little boys on. So he'll be like, oh, that's my Tuesday family coming to my soccer games.
A piece of what we do is actively providing a voice in the state of Oklahoma that is inclusive of all faith traditions. And we've seen in the last years a rise in rhetoric that seeks to exclude, that seeks to change, that seeks to legislate based on a very narrow view of one religious practice. We're here to show up and provide an alternate voice to what is faith in Oklahoma, because faith is diverse. Faith is beautiful, it's colorful, it creates this community that we're in, but we're seeing so much that's against that, and it's important that we show up. We need you. We cannot do this work without you. This work cannot grow and expand and evolve without you. It truly is collaborative and collective. And although it may look like we're doing amazing, great things, and we have a lot more to do. And I very much hope that you will continue along the journey of mission, outreach, spiritual care that we are on, and be a part of changing this state for the better.